Hi everyone. I'd like to give you a bit of help this evening on constructing counterexamples. I'm going to look at one in your exercises. This is 1.3b, number 20. It's all destructive acts are evil. Some wars are evil. Therefore, some wars are destructive acts. Now this gets hard to get right, or hard to see that it's not valid, partly because we all know that some wars are destructive acts. In fact, all wars are. And so since we know the conclusion is right, it's easy to be convinced or to imagine that the premises validly support it. But in fact, they don't. Now what we're going to do to show that they don't is we're going to construct a counterexample. A counterexample is a case where the conclusion is false, but the premises are true, and that has the same form as the original. So when we look at some wars are destructive acts, this is the first place to go. We go to the conclusion first. We say some wars are destructive acts, and we're going to try to replace this, keep the form the same, but replace these with other terms so that we get a conclusion that is clearly false. And that's pretty easy to do. We'll replace it, say, some dogs are cats. And we know that's false. Some dogs are cats. Now what do we do about the rest of this? Well, since we're using dogs to substitute for wars here, we have to put dogs up here where it substitutes for wars. And since we're using cats to substitute for destructive acts down here, we've got to do the same thing up here. And we've got to put cats up here. And now we've got all cats are, and the word we've got is evil, and we've got to choose a replacement for it. And some dogs are evil, and we've got to choose a replacement for it. What we want to do is we want to pick something that will make these two premises both true. And it has to be the same one, because in each case it has to be a replacement for evil. It has to match up the same way. But it's very easy to do this. All cats are mammals. Some dogs are mammals. Of course, as you know, all dogs are mammals. But that doesn't keep it from being true. Some dogs are mammals, because some in logic means at least one. If at least one dog is a mammal, then some dogs are mammals. And that's the way you fill it in. You've got your counterexample. All cats are mammals. Some dogs are mammals. Therefore, some dogs are cats. Two true premises and a false conclusion. Now we click to check the counterexample, and Logic Tutor agrees. Our counterexample is correct. Thank you.